Our next guest says the early read is showing that Americans are opting to stay closer to home, which may be an opportunity for his company. It's called ResortPass. Now, ResortPass allows customers to get day passes to hotel amenities like the pool, the beach, spas, without actually staying the night at these hotels. We have CEO Michael Wolf of ResortPass here on set with us to break down what all of this means about the economy and the consumer. So thank you very much for being here with us on this Friday. Let's start with a bigger, broad question, and then we'll drill down. Your company, is it seeing signs of consumer weakness?
Well, it's seeing strength, and I think that is because of the consumer weakness. So we're seeing that there's a lot less people, 20+% less coming in from Canada, a lot of less European tourists coming in as well. And so we saw the guidance of all the major hotels and the RevPAR really guiding flat to even down as a reflection, I think, that they really think occupancy can't go anywhere, and so rates aren't going up. And so they're looking at additional places where they can drive revenue, and that's where things like ancillary revenue and the day pass comes in.
How exactly, then, I understand the value proposition. You offer for a fee access to, say, some hotels' pool, their bar facilities, maybe access to the beach and a lounge chair. Right. But why do hotels want to partner with you, and what does that say about how they view the economy?
Yeah, I think it's really just the rise of the day guest in hospitality. The hotels are so smart when it comes to revenue management and yield management of the room product. They've never applied those same lessons to the rest of the surfaces of the hotel, and that's kind of where we come in. And what's great about it is I think the hotels look at the airline industry with a lot of jealousy about ancillary revenue. Airlines have been incredibly smart over the last decade of really driving revenue through every square inch of the airplane, through seat fees and luggage, et cetera. Hotels have never done as great of a job with that. And so now they realize, hey, there's a lot more money they can make, and there's a lot of excess capacity throughout their amenity layers, things like pools, cabanas, spa, even the rooms for the day.
Now, Kelly, what's interesting to me is
we're talking about, by the way. Right. I'm looking through this. I'm like, wow, really?
The crazy part about this is I want to hear where he thinks the demand is going to be this summer. We're going to approach a very consumer-centric summer travel season. Are you seeing any early indications about where people are gravitating towards and what they're gravitating to in terms of those amenities?
For sure. I think it's local. And I think that is like the key word for this summer is local, local, local. People are just doing less long haul travel. We are seeing that in our numbers. We actually both have local use case and a traveler use case. The local is, again, someone who lives in New York and visiting a local hotel a few blocks down the street from them. But we also have people who are traveling. And those are people who are maybe staying at an Airbnb. What do they want to complement that Airbnb with? Hotel amenities for a day of their trip. Or they're one of the 3 million people checking out of an Airbnb every day. And where do they go? Instead of sitting at the airport all day, they now have a bonus day of their vacation. And what we're seeing in our numbers is that local customer is growing particularly strong this year. And I think that's a reflection of the overall macro.
So you can get like a pool chair at one of these New York City hotels for, $70 for some of the. But this now changes fundamentally the way I think about, well, if you're experiencing this sort of luxury hotel and yet I don't want to say anybody can show up and kind of be using the pool or the chairs or whatever during the day. Does that change the experience?
I don't think so. I think it actually complements it. And the reason being is that most luxury hotels today, you might go visit as a local, the restaurant, the bar. And I don't think when you're there as a traveler, you're necessarily thinking, oh, is the person next to me at the restaurant staying in room 312 or do they live down the block? In fact, I would say that having the local kind of integrate into the hospitality space is really accretive. You get to kind of experience a property in a more local experience rather than just as a visitor.
It's fascinating.
I think the one thing I want to kind of focus a little bit more on before we let you go here. I'm curious, as you talk about the evolution of your customer base and consumers and your partner hotels, what's the path forward and what kind of economic environment would you and your company thrive in?
I think we thrive in both environments. So the company's been growing quite rapidly. We've quadrupled the business in the last 2.5 years. We work with over 2,000 hotels and are adding 100 hotels to the platform every single month. I think ultimately the hotels realize there's this incredible incremental revenue stream that's available to them. And why wouldn't they take that? And unlike, again, the aviation space, the customers are so excited about this experience. This is accretive not just to the hotels, but people are having this experience that they never thought was possible. 95% of the hotels we work with have never offered day access before. And ultimately, we're giving people this feeling of rest and recharge. And if I leave kind of our viewers today with one thing, it's really that, which is people love vacation. The average American takes one vacation a year. How do we kind of, increase that? How do we create these experiences on a more ongoing basis? And that's what we do at ResortPass.
Without having to fly out of Newark.